Tools for learning. Reading. Speak selection, speak screen, speech controller. Speak selection. Open the Settings app. On the left side of your screen, tap Accessibility. Then tap Spoken Content. First, let's look at Speak Selection. Toggle Speak Selection on. When you turn on Speak Selection, the Highlight Content option appears. Let's explore those preferences. Tap Highlight Content. These settings tell us what our screen is going to look like when we have content read to us. Speak Selection will support both the individual words and the entire sentence being read. As content is read, each word will be highlighted while the sentence is underlined. Dual synchronized highlighting visually supports reading, which has been shown to increase fluency, comprehension, and time on task for learners. Now that highlight content is on, we can adjust the speaking rate. Moving the slider to the left will make the speech slower, and moving the slider to the right will make the speech faster. We recommend setting the speaking rate a little to the left of the center. This way, the speech is easily understandable. We also have options to change the sound of the spoken content by choosing different voices. Tap Voices. Tap to see more voice options. Listen to the voices to see what sounds best to you. Our favorite is Alex. Now, let's see Speak Selection in action. I'm in a Pages document. I want the content read back to me so I can edit my work. I highlight the content, tap Speak, and each sentence is underlined and each word is highlighted as it is read aloud to me. Speak Selection is a powerful tool because we can scroll to any point in a document, highlight the content, and have the content read aloud to us.
Webbed feet and powerful tails which act like...
Speak Screen. Now, let's check out Speak Screen. Head back to the Settings app. Toggle Speak Screen on. Now let's try it out. Swipe with 2 fingers from the top middle of your screen to activate Speak Screen. When you see Speech Controller and you hear and see the text being read, you'll know that Speak Screen has been activated. Speak Screen reads from the top to the bottom of the page. Let's take some time to look at the Speech Controller. When you are using Speak Screen, the Speech Controller will appear. Speech Controller helps us control the rate in which our text is being read aloud, and also helps us decide where the text should be read on the screen. The play and pause button helps us pause or resume Speak Screen. When Speak Screen starts, the content is automatically being read aloud to us. To pause the speech, tap the pause button. Press the play button to resume Speak Screen. These 2 buttons help us jump forward or backward in a text. It may take us forward 1 line or 1 paragraph depending on how our text is formatted. For the Speak on Touch feature, we tap the hand on Speech Controller and then tap anywhere on the screen to have that word read aloud to us. This button helps us decide how fast or slow our text should be read aloud to us. Here, I'm using Speak Screen to have an article read aloud to me from Safari in Safari Reader View. I'm using Speech Controller to help me navigate forward and backward in the text. You'll notice after a couple of seconds, Speech Controller compacts so that it doesn't take up my screen. I can always tap back into Speech Controller to tap back into my options. This way, I can have the text read slower, faster, or have the text move forward or backward. Speak Screen can be used anywhere speakable content can be found. Try using Speak Screen in the Settings app. See how it helps you read and understand the content on the screen. Speech Controller. Let's head back to the Settings app to see one more feature of spoken content. Once we toggled on Speak Screen, the speech controller option appeared. Let's explore that option. Tap where it says Speech Controller Off. If we toggle on Show Controller, Speech Controller will always show up on our screen. This way, we have easy access to all the benefits that Speech Controller offers. I've toggled on Show Controller and Speech Controller now shows up on my screen. Instead of two-finger swiping from the top center of my page, I can tap into Speech Controller to have my text read aloud to me. I can always tap into Speech Controller to view and select the ways that my text can be read aloud, but I also have some shortcuts here. If I press on Speech Controller once long, the entire screen's content is read to me. If I double tap on Speech Controller, then tap on a word, that word will be read to me. Turning Speech Controller on gives us quick access to Speak Screen. Now that Speech Controller is always accessible on your screen, think about how you can use it to support navigation as you use your iPad. Exposing learners to customization options early on allows them to discover their preferences and what works best for them. It takes time and practice for students to figure this out, so building in opportunities for students to practice these skills is time well spent. Tools for learning. Reading.